We're talking safety again, and one of the main things in safety is, of course, looking after your body. Now, we've got Drew Miller from the Newcastle University to talk to us about the nutrition part of wakeboarding. Drew, welcome.
Thanks, good to be.
Now, tell us, what does the whole nutrition thing encompass for wakeboarding?
For wakeboarding, well, there's two sides to good nutrition, and one is your energy requirements of the sport, and the second is the requirements of recovery on your body. In terms of your energy requirements, we're looking at good energy levels through the day and coming into events or sets or training or however you do it. Now, the really important things are low glycemic index, so slow carbohydrates, and you get them from your whole grains, cereals, multigrain breads, things like that in the mornings. And then your energy requirements between sets or before sets, and they're more your sugary foods that you might have 10 to 15 minutes before. They're absorbed into your bloodstream really quickly, and they give you that extra energy that you're going to need on the water. Some jelly beans or some jelly style lollies or a little chocolate bar, just a small amount of energy. We don't want anything too big because it kind of weighs us down a little and might actually make you feel a little bit sleepy if we take in too much sugar.
What's the whole deal with eating before you ride and say eating and then not swimming in the water? We've all been told that. What's the actual ruling on that?
Yeah, look, when you eat, your body needs to process that food, and it does that by sending blood to the working muscles that are in your stomach because it needs to move the food around. It's the same as when you ride, your body sends blood to the working muscles that you're using when you ride. So what happens is if you eat and then your body's still digesting that food and then you go and ride or you go and swim, your body still needs to do something with that food, so it can't give the adequate blood supply and oxygen nutrient supply to the muscles that we need. And that's why some people get cramps, some people feel bloated, there's all kinds of things that different people that affects differently. It's good to have a break, yeah. You really want to try and stick to that 1 hour recommendation, and maybe just a little bit of sugary food just before you ride to just kick your energy levels up.
What would be some good recommendations to take in the boat for food?
Sandwiches are a great one. You can have them on multigrain bread is preferable because it gives you that nice long slow release of energy. Some protein and some salad. So a chicken salad sandwich, perfect if you can throw those in the esky. The other thing is water. Really, really important. Our brains do weird things when we don't get enough water, and especially avoiding alcohol. If you're out there for a long, long day. Alcohol is a diuretic, it takes water out of your system, and we want to keep that in there so that our nervous system and all our muscles and functions work well.
Now, Drew, there's a lot of us out there that are Gary weekender warrior. Now, we might be working all week and then, come Friday, Saturday, off we go, strap the board on and smash straight into it. How much damage can you actually do to yourself if you don't warm up properly?
Effectively, it's hard to put a figure on it, but I could say fairly confidently that you're doubling the damage that you can do. Wow. Which means double the recovery time of getting back on the water.
Yeah, not good.
Yeah, no, not great at all. But in terms of, straining a quad or straining your back, which is probably the biggest one that goes
From
on.
The pull of the boat,
that lower
like
back
that.
strain and just that real soreness around the traps. Those things can be drastically prevented or lowered by preparing well and warming up well.
In layman's terms, what do you reckon? Maybe a minute, 2 minutes of stretching before you ride, and that can help?
Moving around. If you're on land, obviously we want to move around, so a little jog or a skip or something is important. But if you're on the back of the boat, just rotating, getting mobile, kicking the legs around, rolling the shoulders over, just getting some blood to those working muscles. A couple of minutes before you ride, even if that's all you can do, it's really going to help. Yeah, for sure.
Great.